Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesdays, Real Talk with a Realtor. I'm Cherise, Wynne, also known as the Agent Lady, and today we are going to talk about title insurance. I have a special guest here, Sunny, with Keystone Title, and she is going to talk to us about title. So, Sunny, what the heck is title insurance? What does that mean?
Title insurance is a one-time policy that you purchase when you buy a home, and basically what we do is we ensure that there's no outstanding heirs, there's no liens, there's no mortgages, judgments, anything that could come up against the property once you've gone under contract. From the seller's side, we clear all that up and make sure you own the property free and clear of any previous liens.
Okay, so who pays for title, and I guess how much is it? How does that work?
So title insurance, the buyer gets to choose who they work with in every situation. So the buyer typically pays for the title insurance. They will pay a one-time premium. The one-time premium is always based on the sale price. So whatever your sale price is, you should reach out, get a quote, and then we'd be able to tell you exactly what your fees would be when you go to, purchase your property.
So when do you typically pay the title insurance? Once you go under contract, or?
Title insurance is paid at the time of closing. So what we do is once you're under contract, we'll go ahead and hopefully get a copy of it.
Okay.
And prepare a 60-year title search. So we go back 60 years to make sure that everything from any previous deed is all cleared up and ready to go for the new buyer. At the time of settlement, we'll prepare the closing disclosure or settlement statement alongside of the lender, and at that time the title premium is charged along with the other title charges, and everything is basically paid for on the day of closing.
Okay, so they pretty much just bring one check to closing and then
Correct.
you take care of it?
Yep.
Thank God for Sunny, huh? And do you need title insurance? Why is it important?
Title insurance is really important, especially if you're going to buy a property in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Or any of the surrounding counties. Philadelphia has a really interesting, dichotomy to how it records documents and how it has done things in the past. And so we always come up with some outstanding liens. Sometimes there's outstanding heirs. I had a transaction recently where it was, the estate of, I believe it was like the grandmother. But the grandmother, she inherited the property from her parents, and she had brothers and sisters. Well, none of the other brothers and sisters signed off, and they were heirs to the estate, which means we had to go hunt some people down to get them to sign off on our current deed to make sure that no one from that prior estate could come back and stake any sort of ownership into the property that the new buyer was purchasing. So, it's like sort of like being a detective for houses. It's kind of fun.
Wow, that sounds like a lot. So how long would something like that take? I guess
it really depends on the heirs, whether they're married, whether they had kids, whether they're still alive.
Right.
If any of them are dead, then it goes to their estate. Now we have to find heirs of them.
So even a estate of a state.
And yes. Yeah,
that sounds crazy.
So, it can be very detail oriented, and we typically try to do everything on the back end so the buyer doesn't know what it took for us to get there.
Right.
We sort of make sure that we work in tandem with the seller and the listing agent to clear up anything, and, we'll prepare stuff and record things as we need to in order to get that squared away.
Wow, well that was super helpful. If you guys have any other questions, you can definitely reach out to me and I can get you in contact with Sunny. So please join us for next Whiteboard Wednesday. Thank you, Sunny, again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week. Have a great day.